Hey, Billy from Ad Support here, and in this video we're going to be going over exactly how you should structure your campaign, bid types, how to structure the ad sets, how to choose the right placements, how to structure how many ads should be in an ad set, what conversion optimization event to use, all of that stuff. So, bit of a preface, I spent like 15 million, probably closer to 20 across YouTube and Meta over the last 4 years, so know what I'm doing. We currently work with Will Brown, Charlie Morgan, and a couple other people to help run their ads. So we're still doing this at a high level. I'm not, living on the past. Let's just jump straight into it. So there's a couple prerequisites. This won't take too long. Essentially, you just want to have a proven offer. Obviously, you've sold it to people before. Again, if it's 5 or 10 people, it's probably going to be fine. Again, you're probably going to have done that organically if you already sold that many people. Again, if it's just yourself or a sales team, they should have some experience with cold traffic, cold leads. Normally, the best pre exercise or just the way to get your sales team kind of trained is to do cold outreach, do cold email, cold DMs, whatever it is, because the leads are going to be far colder, and it's going to give your sales team experience with closing cold leads, which will be super beneficial when it comes to paid ads. I've seen a lot of problems where people have sales teams or themselves have only ever dealt with a lot of organic leads, and then when it comes to having ads set up, they really struggle to make the transition. Obviously, the people on the call don't know you as well, haven't heard about your program. There's not as much trust there, so you kind of need to build it and just structure the sales conversation in a different way. Lastly, just a budget thing. Again, this could be a bit arbitrary, but normally I would say to have about 3 to 5k to invest in the first month of advertising. So you'd want to have your business in a place where you could spend the 3 to 5k and it kind of wouldn't bankrupt you or give you any cash flow problems. Again, we hope that we don't spend 3k without getting any results. I'd say if you do things right and you have a good offer, that won't happen. However, you kind of want to be prepared for that eventuality and not have it kind of affect your business long term. So a couple of different options for how to set up the funnel. Currently, what we do for most of our clients is just a VSL call funnel. So it'll be a landing page with an opt-in. They'll go to a VSL page where there'll be a VSL at the top, calendar below, and then after that they'll go to the call book thank you page, where we trigger the scheduled event. So essentially this is what it looks like. So landing page here, they opt in, give name, email, phone number. Or if you don't have a setting team or don't have anybody reaching out or don't have SMS set up, I just do name and email because the phone number is going to affect the conversion rate on the landing page. They go to a VSL page with the calendar embed. If they become a lead and don't book a call, they get essentially just a short 5 email sequence of which they're removed if they book a call. If they do book a call, they go to the call thank you page, and then we have a reminder sequence set up. So I do at least 24 hours before, 3 hours before, 5 minutes before. Ideally, you reach out personally on WhatsApp or Messenger or whatever it is, and just give them a personal message and just say, hey, super keen to talk to you, because again, with so much automation, so much AI, so much of that going on, the more personal you can be, whether it's sending a voice note to them or like a short loom or something like that, that'd probably go a long way to improving your shot rate. Next option is something we've been testing, and obviously big people in the space like Cole Gordon, etc. would do it, is an application funnel. This is a bit more complicated. I'll probably do a separate video on exactly how we have it set up with lead scoring and all that other stuff. But essentially you would have a landing page, the application will be on the landing page, probably in a pop-up, or you can put it, embed it somewhere on the page. The reason for doing this is that we're only going to trigger the pixel event, so this schedule event, for people that are qualified. We could also do that at the lead or submit application level as well. So qualified leads, people that answer the questions correctly and get a good lead score, go to the scheduling page where they can book a call. Same process as before. People that are disqualified, currently what I would recommend you do if you choose to do this in the beginning is have it set up so that in the beginning they can still schedule a call. You want to make sure that you're not, you have the lead scoring set up correctly and that you don't have, qualified people ending up not being able to book a call. So I'd add a calendar on that page. If you figure out that all the disqualified leads are bad fits, then I would just take the calendar off and just have a message saying, hey, it's not a good fit for you right now. Join our free group. Here's a free resource, whatever it is. Cool, that's everything. And then before you get your ad campaigns live, this is going to be something that you need to do. Again, I'll be super quick on this. The good doc will be here if you want to look at the examples and how to script the ads. But you probably want to have 5 hooks on one body, so that would make 5 video ads in total. You want to have super direct hooks in the beginning. Again, I'll go in another video. I go into exactly what direct hooks is and how you want to script the first set of 5 ads. It'll be different going forwards. Super social proof heavy, and then again for the ad copy, you want to have 3 variations. Match up the ad copy to the the hooks in the body. And then for the headlines as well, I'll show you exactly how to do all this when we get into building the actual campaign, which we'll get into now. But yeah, essentially for headlines, we're going to have 4 different variations, focus on differentiation, so just making it different from what other people are doing. One thing that's key as well is that you call out in the ad copy, headlines and body copy that you know who your target market is, because Facebook's going to use AI to match your ads up to those kind of people. So that's it. Some examples of headlines here, but we'll go into more later on. So cool, let's just go and build the campaign. So I'm just going to come over to Ads Manager and we can do it together. Potentially my head's going to be too big, so might have to make it smaller, but click create. We're going to do leads for this campaign. Click continue, do manual leads campaign. Cool, and then what you want to do is have a strong naming convention. So I've placed it in here. This might seem overboard, but trust me, like as you continue to run ads, you're going to be glad that you do this or did this. So what we're going to have is the offer name here. Then we're going to have the type of funnel we're running. So it's an application funnel, VSL call funnel, whatever it is. We're going to have the campaign budget optimization here. So we're going to do ABO, which means we're going to set the budget at the ad set level rather than at the campaign level. More on that later. What creatives are in this campaign? So type, and then if it's a certain test, so if it's like, you know, call out hooks, that's what's going to be in here. Then we're going to have the location targeting, so it's US, UK, Canada, whatever it is. You can obviously shorten it like I have here. Conversions is just the type of campaign that we're running here. And then we're going to have the conversion optimization event be scheduled. More on that later as well. And then date, I think, is super, super important. I'll link to another video on how to track these campaigns and use UTMs. If you use Go High Level, it'll be super, super easy. Again, other platforms are pretty similar and pretty easy to do too. The date will be super helpful. If you have ad sets that are of a similar name, it's gonna be very hard to differentiate where leads are coming from, etc. Whereas if they've got a date on it, it's kind of like a personal identifier for the ad set. So that's everything. Nothing else really to do here. Again, campaign Advantage campaign budget is going to be off because we want to set it at the ad set level. Cool. Again, the ad set level can be pretty simple as well. We're going to just have the audience that we're targeting, which I will show you what we're going to do. I'll just steal one of these. Cool. So again, offer name, the audience here, which is going to be a lookalike stack, which when we get down to building the audiences, I'll show you. Again, what stacks are in it, country, location targeting. The age range, and then also like male and female, or if it's just male only or whatever it is, you want to be able to see at a glance what is in this ad set, what you're testing, and also like what's selected. And again, date is super, super important and non-negotiable for me for any ad set or campaign. At the ad level, it doesn't matter so much, but at the ad set level, it does. Cool. We're going to do website because again, we want to send people to our landing page, not to do instant forms or any of that other stuff. Cool. Maximum number of conversions is fine. Again, you're going to want to select your pixel. If you need help setting that up, let me know. I have a video on setting up tracking in on my YouTube channel anyway, so just look at that. The conversion event, we're going to do schedule, especially if you're running a call funnel. Schedule is the thing. Again, there was some thinking a while back, and obviously it's still what Facebook advertises, that they need 50 conversions a week for the campaign to optimize properly and exit learning. So obviously if you use schedule, you're not going to be getting 50 calls a week in the beginning. So that used to be the case. I found it to actually just be better to optimize for whatever you want to get. So even if you're running a low ticket funnel, it's better to optimize for purchase than add to cart or whatever, even if the volume is lower. So that's again something that I'd be set on. That's not really a negotiable for me. I think I'm pretty sure that schedule will get you the best results. So just do that. Dynamic creative, no. Ad set budget. So again, we talked about launching at like $100 to $150 a day. So I'd probably set each budget at like $50 a day in the beginning. Again, knowing that we can scale them up if they perform well. Cool. Everything else is fine. So cool. What we're going to do here, and then I don't know how long this option is going to be available, but we want to switch to original audience options, which will enable you to have more control over everything here. So what did we put for age? 24 to 55. So come through, select that. Sweet. And then this is the lookalike stack. So again, should have already built these audiences and basically what I recommend you doing, if we come back to this. So for the lookalike stack, what you're going to do is create, you need to upload the seed audiences first. So what you'll upload your customer list. So every single customer you ever work with, you just need name, email, phone number, ideally. If you have, again, this is in ascending order. So if you have a customer list, you will actually need 100 at least to make in a certain country. So if you want to make a lookalike for the UK, you'll need 100 customers in the UK to do that. If you don't have that, then obviously just go down the list. If you have 100 booked and qualified calls, use that, upload that seed audience. Again, if you don't have 100 booked and qualified calls, go to leads. And then lastly, social media page engages. This is going to be, the Facebook and Instagram account that you have attached to your Facebook ad account. You can make a lookalike off of your Instagram followers or whatever. And again, if you're doing a lot on social media and you're getting a lot from Instagram organic, for example, this is going to be a super valuable audience for you to do and kind of expand your reach beyond just the followers that you have. Cool. So let's just go. I'm just going to select these. We've got all the ones we talked about. So Facebook page engages, the customer list, Instagram followers, and then we're going to have Instagram pay account engages. Cool. So we just did US and the United States. Sweet. That's done. Cool. We said all genders, so that's all good. And then placements at the bottom here, we are going to want to edit this. So click edit there, change it from Advantage Plus placements to manual placements. You'll start seeing a theme here that, at least for now, I found better results from just not using any of Google's Advantage Plus products, essentially. So the Advantage Plus campaign optimization, the dynamic creative, the audiences, and then even the placements as well. So all we're going to do here is just exclude Messenger and excludes Audience Network. Again, there's a full list of placements here. I wouldn't be messing about with it. Obviously, it's an option for you to just do feed placements and stuff, but your CPM will be way higher if you do that. So I would just exclude Audience Network, which is very low quality placement. Normally only a small amount of spend goes there anyway, but I've seen examples where there is more, and also whenever I've seen spend go there, it tends to not get conversions and just be inefficient. So same with Messenger. So for both of those, just do that. So that's the lookalike audience. Then we're going to come, that's literally everything to do here. So click next, and it'll take you to the ad level. So let's see. So normally I would put like the type of creative. So if it's a video, well, here we go. So mixed ad copy is a video, and then let's say this is one. Make sure that the correct Facebook page is selected, and then if you have an Instagram account, which I don't have it attached to this test account, but if you should have an Instagram account, it'll be way more valuable because obviously the followers will show up, and if they click through to your Instagram page, it will be a real page. You can just run ads from your Facebook page profile, but that's not recommended. So if you don't have it set up, when it comes time to build this ad, just click connect account and get your Instagram account set up. It will need to be a business Instagram account, so just be wary of that. Cool, all this is good. We're going to click create ad. We're going to do manual upload. We're going to do single image or video. We're going to unselect multi-advertiser ads. This is, if you've ever seen it, when there's a Instagram story that has like 10 different stories and it's all just different advertisers. Again, super low quality placement. A lot of ads in general is not just doing the right things, but also just removing any waste or any inefficiency. So that's just something you should be wary of anyway. You're wasting spend, whether it's to a certain country, a certain placement, whatever it is. If you remove that, your results are going to be much better. So always be on the lookout for waste and inefficiency. So landing page. So you'll just put your actual landing page, not just your website in here. So the landing page of your VSL call funnel. Again, if you have a weird link or it's like a ClickFunnels link and there's a bunch of numbers at the end, I would just have a display link. So I could just make this at support.co because this is going to look way cleaner, and it also shows up on the ad as well. So you want it to look nice and clean and not be like at support.co/buymyshit.com. So yes, cool. No browser add-on. Sometimes this defaults to like instant formal, like a WhatsApp or something. So just make sure this is on none. Cool. Make sure offline events are on, and then we're going to click setup creative. We're going to do a video ad. If there's any site links that show up here, just remove them. Like there'll be like little white boxes, just close them all, and because they will show up on your ad. And sometimes if you put your if you have terms and conditions or whatever, it will show up on your ad, which you don't want. So just delete any that show up on here. Cool. These are just random ads. So I'm just gonna add that in here, just ignore it. Obviously for you, you'll, put the 5 ads. Cool. Make sure you turn this off as well. So these ads are specifically 16:9, and so if you enable this option, it will like crop them for stories and make them vertical and make your ad look bad. So don't do that. One recommendation that I would make, which I'll show you how to do shortly, is that you have, for any ads that you create for Facebook, that you have a 1:1 version, which is square. For the feed placements, it looks way better there. And then that you have another version that's vertical, so like an Instagram story, Instagram reel type placement. What you can often do is just record it landscape and then crop, as long as there's enough space left and right of you to just crop it in for both of those placements. And if you need to, you can just add banners top and bottom. That's often what we'll do. I've seen a big increase in results when we rolled this out across clients a while back. So it's something that, again, is pretty non-negotiable. It's something you should be definitely doing. If you don't do it, you will get worse ad performance. So definitely do that. All you need to do is get a 1:1 version, square version, vertical version of the ad, and you're sweet and good to go. Because again, you'll see these. If I change this to 1:1, it crops loads of stuff off. Obviously, the horizontal side banner placement is fine, but again, 9:16 is gonna not look good. Click next. So give me a second. I'm just gonna pause this and get some copy. Cool. So I just got some ad copy here. Again, this is just filler ad copy and not active ads that we're running. So essentially what I would recommend you do is have 2 or 3 variations, probably just 3. So what we're going to do is add multiple options here. So once you've added the first ad copy, you can just click add text option and add another one. The reason being, especially in the beginning, it's just going to be, we want to keep 5 to 8 ads in per ad set, ideally 5. So if we have a different ad version for every different ad copy variation, it's going to get silly. If we have 2, it's going to be 10 ads instead of 5. So what I like to do is just, especially in the initial launch, is just have all the ad copy like this, kind of like halfway between a dynamic creative and an individual ad. I find that this works better. Same for headlines as well. We're going to have 4 or 5 different headlines. Don't worry that these are all over the place. They're just, like I said, examples. For the description, I either leave it blank or I just use the landing page headline, so you've obviously got that option. And then again, for the call to action, I would just say, leave it as learn more. Click next. Again, if you want specific training on how to write the ad copy for Facebook ads, just give me a shout. Obviously, that's not what the point of this video is. Cool. Turn off visual touch-ups, text and text improvements for sure. So yeah, just always review these. Just make sure that they're turned off. So text improvements means they'll just go crazy with your copy and use a headline as the primary text and different stuff like that, which you don't want. Like the copy should be designed for where it's going to appear. So that's all done. Click done. So what you would do, so let's say that that's the 1:1 version and we wanted to add a vertical version. So what I normally do is upload the square version like I just did then, and then when it comes to the vertical version, because it's applicable to less placements, I would come under this group here. So this is all the placements, stories and reels. Click edit, and then what that's going to enable you to do is click change. So then what you would do is just change it to a vertical video. I mean, I don't know if this is even a vertical video, but yes. So basically what you would do, and what that's done is just, so any time the story is a stories or reels placement, if I click down, you see all of them. For Facebook stories, Instagram reels, Facebook reels, it's going to show the vertical version of the ad instead of the square one, which will just look way better. It fills the whole spot. I don't know if you've ever seen an ad that's like been uploaded as landscape and then it shows on stories. It's like in the middle of the screen and then the text copy and the colors are all messed up on the background. It's just no bueno. So don't do that. Just make sure you have vertical versions of the ad. Cool. That's pretty much everything. So all you would do now is just do quickly duplicate here. So let's say this is hook 2. Sweet. So then all we're going to do is just click the X on here. Click add video. Cool. Make sure there's no site links or media. So let's upload the other ad. Click next. Skip and continue. Again, this is fine. Click next. Again, the text should, the ad copy should already be here if you duplicate the ad. So that's all sweet. We're going to click next. Make sure all the enhancements are turned off, which they should be if you duplicate it. Click done. And then again, do the same thing. If you want to switch this out, click change. It's not going to let me do that one because it's too long. But if you get that error where it's too long, it's only the Facebook stories placement that has a time limit on it. So I would just manually change these. You'll see it'll let me do it. So if you get that error and it doesn't let you use the video because it's too long, just literally click the drop down like here and just do it for all of the other placements apart from Facebook stories, and you will be sweet. Cool. There we go. So again, you just can carry on doing this until you've got all 5 ads here done. Sweet. And then let's just pretend we've got all 5 ads in here. What you'll do is just duplicate the ad set. Again, you can do quickly duplicate. We're gonna do, let's just do the interest stack for this part. Sweet. And then just remove the copy off the end. I'm OCD, I don't like to see that. Cool. Everything else is the same. It's just the interest stack or the audience that we're changing. So scroll down here. What we're gonna do is remove all of these lookalike audiences here. And then come down to here. So let's say we're like want to target agency owners. Again, this is going to be specific to whatever you know your audience is. If it's gym owners, that will be a different thing. But if we just want to do agency owners, I would do like advertising agency. Once you click one, what it's going to do is create a list of ones based on relevancy. So again, digital marketing might be another one we want to do. Advertising campaign, social media marketing for sure. That one's too big. Maybe that one. Do landing page as well. So normally what I try and look for is any between like probably about 2 million and 50 million. Anything that's like 400 million or anything like that, or like 150 million, like these are just way too big in my opinion. So I would just leave those for sure. Even ones like this, like Facebook page admin, is just way too broad. Like this advertising one, that's 500 million people, it's just way too big. It's going to be so broad that you're not going to get the right people. So I would just we do AdWords as well. Cool. So that should be good for now. So what I'd recommend you do, try and find 5 to 8 interests. Again, it's going to depend on your audience, the size of these. What you'll find is, so if we did doctors, it's going to do no. So yes, you'll find these where it's like employers. These are always super small. It's like the projected size of the audience is like 2,000 people or something like that. So it's fine to choose these, but you will need to have much bigger audiences for your ads to serve properly. So just be wary that you don't pick 5 to 8 that are this small. They need to really be 5 to 8 that are between 2 million to 50 million, like I mentioned. So it's fine to choose these, but just have these in addition to whatever else you have, and you will need some bigger ones in there. So cool, that's everything. Again, once that's done, sweet, quickly duplicate it again, and then we are gonna make this broad. So there's 2 options here. If you have a significant amount of organic traffic, so Facebook and Instagram, you could do a warm retargeting campaign or retargeting ad set, sorry. So what you would do, I'll just show you that quickly. If I can figure out how to spell, there we go. Cool. So again, we're going to remove all of these interests. Sweet. And then we're going to add, go to custom audiences, and we're going to add, not going to add the customer list, we're going to add Instagram followers, we're going to add Instagram engagers, we're going to add Facebook likes, Facebook engagers. If we have a lead list, we'd upload that as well. People that became a lead but didn't book a call. If you have the option to unselect this, then definitely unselect it. Again, anything Advantage Plus or Advantage in the name, just basically don't use it. Cool. So there's that. But let's say you don't have any warm audiences, you don't have a significant organic traffic. What you do is just launch a broad ad set. So this is just going to be no targeting whatsoever. I know that sounds a bit scary, but Facebook's pretty good as far as their algorithm for finding the right people. So you would just remove that. Obviously, location, demographic targeting is in there. If there's a certain gender or a certain age range and a certain location, definitely add that in there. But then everything else we're going to leave blank. Again, everything, placements and stuff is all the same. There's just no audience signals that we give into Facebook. So once that's done, I would just go and check everything. I would go to the ads here, click this, loads of high-res things. Click preview, make sure that the video ads are working properly. I'm still going to do that. Cool. One thing too, I just double check, make sure you put the landing page in correctly. So click preview URL. Great. It's not a very good example. No, okay. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, so, well, that's a great example there of using the correct Let's see if the other one was. This doesn't. Oh, great. Okay. Cool. So clearly we don't have a website live at the moment, but you will have an actual landing page, and so that proves the importance of checking your ad and just making sure it opens up. There's no problems. You're able to opt in. I would probably do a quick test and just go through, become a lead, book a call, etc. Yes. So that's everything. What you need to do then is just click review and publish. I'm just going to turn this off so make sure I don't spend money on nothing. Click publish. That should take 30 seconds or less, and then your campaign's good to go. So yeah, that's everything for now. Any questions on any of this, let me know. That's the best campaign structure that I've seen for running Facebook ads right now. I'd recommend doing Facebook ads instead of YouTube ads, especially when you're starting running ads for your offer. It just gets it up and running way quicker. And Google is a mess at the moment for reasons I'll explain in a different video. That's everything. Any questions, hit me up. See you soon.